Prime Minister addresses law ministers meet, calls for encouraging dispute resolution mechanism at local level. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh advocates better cooperation among nations to strengthen maritime security. Assam Chief Minister releases report on impact of floods on livelihood prepared by Sita. Tripura Chief Minister Manik Saha promises to make super speciality benefits available in Agartala Hospital within 3 months. And India win Women's Asia Cup 2022, defeating Sri Lanka by 8 wickets in Sylhet in Bangladesh. A very good evening, viewers, and welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Hongita Kakuti Pathak bringing to you the stories in detail. In national news first, Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said alternative dispute resolution mechanisms need to be encouraged at the local level in states to ensure speedy justice to the people. He also lauded the role of Lok Adalats in speedy disposal of cases. The Prime Minister was addressing the gathering after virtually inaugurating the All India Conference of Law Ministers and Law Secretaries being held at Ekta Nagar in Kevadia, Gujarat. He said delay in justice is one of the major challenges before the country. He lauded the role of Evening Courts initiative in Gujarat.
एक दूसरे से होड़ के लिए कोई गुंजाइश नहीं रहती कि देश में त्वरित न्याय का एक और माध्यम लोक अदालतें भी बनी हैं। कई राज्यों में इसे लेकर बहुत अच्छा काम भी हुआ है। लोक अदालतों के माध्यम से देश में बीते वर्षों में लाखों केसों को सुलझाया गया है। इनसे अदालतों का बोझ भी बहुत कम हुआ है और खास तौर पर गांव में रहने वाले लोगों को, गरीबों को न्याय मिलना भी बहुत आसान हुआ है। एक मां की संतान की तरह ही तीनों को मां भारती की सेवा कर रही है। तीनों को मिलकर 21वीं सदी में भारत को नई ऊंचाई पर ले जाना है। मुझे उम्मीद है कि इस कॉन्फ्रेंस में जो मंथन होगा उससे देश के लिए लीगल रिफॉर्म्स का अमृत जरूर निकलेगा।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today chaired a meeting of the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research CSIR Society in New Delhi. During the meeting, Union Ministers Dr. Jitendra Singh and Piyush Goyal were also present. Prime Minister Modi is the president of the society. The society comprises of eminent scientists, industrialists and senior officials of scientific ministries and departments. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today underlined India's commitment to implement international regulations and enact legislations for maritime safety and security. He said India wants to establish a cooperative mechanism with nations and engage in capacity building of maritime law enforcement agencies. Speaking at the 18th Heads of Asian Coast Guard Agencies meeting in New Delhi, Singh highlighted that with more maritime activities, maritime safety and security demand, more cooperation among nations can be ensured. Singh said India is encouraged by the effectiveness of agreements like Regional Cooperation Agreement for combating piracy and armed robbery against ships in Asia.
Network of Coast Guard agencies that has been created. This allows for a safer and faster response mechanism to the challenges to the maritime security guided by functional transparency that has transformed the operating maritime environment. This has allowed us to function as a collective force for global good. It has also created information sharing avenues and has strengthened our shared vision for a safer and more secure oceanic space. Ladies and gentlemen, even as we share this global common for development and progress, it remains our collective responsibility to ensure the protection of maritime ecosystem, sustainable use of ocean resources, and strict maritime law enforcement, upholding of public interest and safeguarding life and cargo at sea.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the Prime Minister's Kisan Samman Sammelan 2022 on the 17th of this month at Mela Ground, Indian Agriculture Research Institute, Pusa in New Delhi. Briefing media today in New Delhi, Union Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Minister Narendra Singh Tomar said the Prime Minister will release 16,000 crore rupees under the PM Kisan flagship scheme as the 12th installment through direct benefit transfer during the Sammelan. More than 8 crore farmers will receive the installment. He said the Prime Minister will also inaugurate the Agri Startup Conclave and Exhibition.
कृषि मंत्रालय 2 दिवसीय कार्यक्रम आयोजित कर रहा है। 17 अक्टूबर को प्रधानमंत्री जी किसान सम्मान निधि योजना के अंतर्गत 16,000 करोड़ रुपए की राशि किसानों के खातों में अंतरित।
In more national news, President Draupadi Murmu today paid homage to former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam on his birth anniversary at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. The President and officials of Rashtrapati Bhavan paid floral tributes in front of the portrait of Dr. Kalam. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar today paid tribute to Dr. Kalam on his birth anniversary. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also paid tribute to the former president. In a tweet, Modi said he is greatly admired for his contributions to the nation as a scientist and as a president who struck a chord with every section of the society. Moving on, Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has said that despite this year's projected growth rate of 7% for the Indian economy, the country remains concerned about the global economic outlook and geopolitical environment. Attending the Development Committee meeting of the World Bank IMF in Washington, D.C., she said reducing crop loss and food waste should be the first intervention of choice to ensure food security. Sitharaman also met IMF's first Deputy Managing Director Geeta Gopinath on the sidelines of the IMF WB meeting and discussed current global matters with her. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar today reached Cairo in Egypt on a 2-day official visit. On the first day of his visit, he met with eminent personalities in the field of foreign policy. He began the day by paying homage to Mahatma Gandhi at Cairo's well-known Al Hurriya Park, so closely associated with the cause of freedom. He has informed that he honored the memory of Indian soldiers at the Heliopolis Commonwealth War Grave Cemetery in Cairo. Moving to the northeast now, in Assam, Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma today released a report on floods and impacts of livelihood in rural Assam, prepared by the State Innovation and Transformation Ayog, SITA. He asked SITA to share the report with departments and hold a brainstorming session involving the Revenue, Agriculture and Water Resources departments for implementation of the report. He said SITA is working as per its mandate to fulfill the aspirations of the people of Assam. He appreciated the faculty members of Cotton University for preparing the report.
বান ক্ষতিগ্ৰস্ত লোকৰ জীৱনৰ ওপৰত আমি বানপানীৰ পিছৰ সময়ছোৱাত ওচৰৰ পৰা চোৱাৰ বাবে আমাৰ চিন্তা হোৱা নাছিল। আজি চিটাৰ উদ্যোগত যি এটা কটন মহাবিদ্যালয় বা কটন বিশ্ববিদ্যালয়ৰ তৰফৰ পৰা ইম্পেক্ট ষ্টাডি কৰা হৈছে, তাত লাইভলিহুডৰ বিষয়টোৱে এটা কেন্দ্ৰীয় ভূমিকা পালন কৰিছে।
In Tripura, Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha today said the state government is trying to develop the health system with priority. Addressing the 4th anniversary of PM Jan Arogya Yojana and the 1st anniversary of Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission at Rabindra Bhavan in Agartala, Dr. Saha said a decision has been taken to make Super Speciality Department of Agartala Government Medical College operational within the next 3 months. Besides, initiatives will be taken to introduce super speciality services across the state.
যেসব সুবিধাগুলো দরকার আমরা আগেও দেখেছি বহু লোক বাইরে যেত বাড়িঘর বিক্রি করে গটিবাটি বিক্রি করে বাইরে যেত এখানেও ত্রিপুরাতে যখন চিকিৎসা করাতো তখন দেখতাম যে যখনই আর্থিক বিষয়টা আসতো অনেকে পিছিয়ে যেত বলে এত পয়সা নেই তো তিলে তিলে মারাই যেত অনেকে বা তিলে তিলে মৃত্যুর দিকে ওরা চলে যেত কিন্তু আজকে এই আয়ুষ্মান ভারত সারা পৃথিবীর মধ্যে সর্বশ্রেষ্ঠ এত বড় একটা মানে প্রকল্প বা যোজনা যাই বলুন।
In news from Meghalaya, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma on Friday inaugurated the first 5-star hotel of the state in Shillong, bringing to an end a 36-year wait for residents of the city. Other cabinet ministers were also present on the occasion. In his speech, Sangma said it is good news for the state since this hotel was in limbo for a long time. He said the hotel will go a long way in providing high-end stay to the tourists visiting Shillong. Proposed in the 1980s, the hotel has been in the news for over 3 decades for all the wrong reasons, suffering prolonged delays along the way. In Nagaland, the 35th Foundation Day and Stakeholders Meet of the Indian Council of Agriculture Research National Research Centre on Mithun was held today at ICAR Centre, Medzifima. Neighbour Krono, Minister of Planning and Coordination Land Revenue, attended the function as special guest. Neighbour Krono, in his speech, said he was impressed by what the National Research Centre is doing. He said Mithun rearing can be a profession for many farmers.
Or by the family support.
In Mizoram, police today rescued 140 exotic animals worth more than 1 crore 38 lakh rupees in Champhai, illegally imported from Myanmar. Champhai police checked 3 vehicles at Thangsam, the border town, this morning. They recovered the animals. The rescued animals included monkeys, marmoset monkeys, Samutran water monitors and crocodiles, and 1 albino wallaby. India has won the Women's Asia Cup 2022 after defeating Sri Lanka in the finals by 8 wickets at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium, Bangladesh today. This is India's record 7th Women's Asia Cup title. It turned out to be an easy chase as Smriti Mandhana led the innings with a half-century, scoring an unbeaten 51 off 25 balls. Skipper Harmanpreet Kaur also contributed with 11 not out as India won the game with 69 balls to spare. Earlier, India restricted Sri Lanka to 65 for 9 in the stipulated 20 overs. For India, Renuka Singh picked up 3 wickets. In Meghalaya, Chief Minister Conrad Sangma today laid the foundation for the construction of a multi-purpose indoor stadium at Losodung under Myliam constituency at a cost of 8 crore rupees. Informing this in a series of tweets, Sangma said that of this, 4 crore rupees will be provided by Khelo India and 4 crore rupees will be collected through state schemes. He appreciated the efforts of the minister from the area, Ham Doling, for all the work he has been doing in his constituency. And to end the news, the main points once again. Prime Minister addresses law ministers meet, calls for encouraging dispute resolution mechanisms at local level. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh advocates a better cooperation among nations to strengthen maritime security. Assam Chief Minister releases report on impact of floods on livelihood prepared by SITA. Tripura Chief Minister Manik Saha promises to make super speciality benefits available in Agartala Hospital within 3 months. And India win Women's Asia Cup 2022, defeating Sri Lanka by 8 wickets in Sylhet in Bangladesh. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.